Namaste everyone. Welcome to Hindu Center of Atlanta Learning Program. Today we are joined with Acharya Brahmadevji. In the context of Shravan Mas, Acharya is delivering a lecture on Shravani and Shravan Mas. Acharya Brahmadevji has an inclusive educational background in science, banking, Ayurvedic philosophy, Darshan Yoga Mahavidyalaya, Gujarat, and a diverse career in financial services, industry, and at RSV Mauritius. He has been a key resource person for RSV Mauritius on the universal Vedic values, yoga and meditation, and on interfaith and intercultural and international forums. The Mauritius Council of Religions, Arya Pratinidhi Sabha America, Greater Atlanta Vedic Temple, and Hindu Center of Atlanta Yoga and Meditation Center in coming.
Om. Namaste, everybody. Let's bring our mind to focus. Sit down straight, closing the eyes gently, with the body totally relaxed from head to toe. Feel each and every part of the body relaxed as we inhale and exhale. Long, slow inhale and exhale, focusing on the breathing process. You're going to chant Om 3 times and Gayatri Mantra, also known as Guru Mantra or Savitri Mantra, the mantra used to induct children to the study of the Vedas, mantra that everybody uses to pray for the enlightened mind. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om. Joining the palms together, rubbing them gently, and cover the eyes, opening the eyes slowly below the palms. External light doesn't hit our eyes, and then the energy transferred to the facial muscles. Welcome again, everybody. And in the series of Shravan Mas, we are going to look into the understanding of Veda mantras, Vedic hymns. It's the third in this series. We're going to look at common mantras And this one is a very famous mantra from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santo Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. As it is from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. May all be happy. Sarve Santu Niramaya. May all be free from diseases, that is, all be in good health. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. May all that we see be auspicious. Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. May none be in pains and sorrows. Om Shanti 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 3 times. It says, may all be peaceful. And the Shanti specially alludes to be free from miseries caused by, first, the self, second, by other living beings, and third, by natural calamities. As we say, the first one is Adhyatmik Dukh, for which we ourselves may be responsible, like overeating, lack of exercise, lack of discipline in life. These create personal problems. Then by other living beings, maybe we are walking and stray dog just come to bite us for no reason of ours. That is one example. Then by natural calamities, obviously we are living in this world with all its loads, tornadoes, cyclones, droughts, floods, earthquakes, etc. So when we pray Om Shanti, 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 it means may we all be peaceful, and that peace means free from the miseries caused by ourselves, by other living beings, and by natural calamities. The next mantra, Om Yam Medham Devagana Pitarashchopasate Tayama Madhyamedhayagni Medhavinam Kuru Swaha. This mantra is prayer for the enlightened mind, enlightened intellect. Om, addressing Ishvara, God, as the self-illuminating. God doesn't need to be, as we say, we detected or things like that. If we see the whole creation, knowing that behind every creation there is a creator, so this shows the presence of God around the world. Second, if we just sit down in silence, listen to our inner voice, where does this inner guidance start from? So that's the presence of God. And that's why we say God is self-illuminating. We don't need any external light to show the presence of God. Then we say, oh God, you are omniscient. all knowledgeable, the source of all true knowledge, the teacher and mentor of all. Sages and learned persons uphold that divine knowledge, and they also unfold that knowledge, apply them in their lives. And that's one way they disseminate the same, through informal teaching, because when they are role models, we can just copy. And they also run the gurukuls where we can learn. And with that knowledge, develop the enlightened mind, intellect, wisdom. Remember, it's not the brain, it's the mind, the intellect, the wisdom that is the software running the brain, which they apply in daily life to attain self and God realization. Our prayer to you, O God, kindly bestow upon us today that highly prized intellect. It's not praying for tomorrow or the day after. Prayers is for today, but remember, behind all prayers, we also need to put our physical and mental efforts. Like when we're praying for good health, we need to have discipline in our food and drinks. We need to have discipline in life with some exercise, with some regular pattern of sleep. Likewise, for the highly prized intellect, we just can't sit down as a dull person. We have to be active, we have to activate the mind, reading good things, inspiring books, and ultimately we can touch the Upanishads, and after that we can grow and touch the Vedas. And remember, for the enlightened mind, enlightened intellect, our rishis also have said pranayam, breath control, is one important aspect of that. Second, mantra jap. So these are the tools that will help us to be focused. And when we are focused, we practice pranayam and mantra jap, we'll be able to get that highly prized intellect. And that work starts today, not tomorrow or the day after, if we want to be fast in acquiring that intellect. Then there's another concept. The mantra says, Om Apaghananto Aravana, and it ends with Krenvanto Vishwamaryam. When we say Krenvanto Vishwamaryam, it says, let's strive to make the world noble. Arya there means noble. So making the world noble, noble in thoughts, words, and deeds. Manasa, Vacha, Karmana. There's a C missing in Vacha, sorry for that. Then in Gun, Karma, Svabhav, in character, in actions, and in temperament. That also, it starts with me. And then I can be the role model for my family, the family be a role model for the community, and it grows up to the world at large. So Krinvanto Vishwamaryam is the Vedas telling us to be all noble, not to be Hindu, Muslim, Christian, or whatever designation or whatever label we want to put. It says, Krinvanto Vishwamaryam, be noble in thoughts, words, and deeds. Be noble in character, actions, and temperament. And there's another edict from the Vedas which says, Manur Bhava Daivyam Janam. It says, "O man, be human." And it's the same thing. We are all born human by species. But why the emphasis on be human? Manurbhava Daivyam Janam. That's from the Rig Veda. It says, be human in the same way, human in thoughts, in words, and deeds. Manasa Vacha Karmana. Human in gun, karma, swabhav, in character, in actions, and in temperament. Then there's another mantra from the Vedas. Ano bhadra kratavo yanto vishwato dabdhaso aparitaso bhida. We've seen people saying, let our doors and windows open. And this is the source of that saying. But this saying is more specific. It says, may noble thoughts come to us from all sides. It's specific, noble thoughts, inspiring thoughts. It's not all types of thoughts. And for this, how do we get that? We also have to be involved in benevolent activities, sharing good thoughts that we may learn in the company of the learned and elderly people. The next one is also very common when we talk about unity. Sangachadvam samvadadvam samvo manansi janatam deva bhagam yatha purve sanjanana upasati. This is from the Rig Veda, the last part of the Rig Veda. In fact, the last sukta, which has 4 mantras, known as the Sangathan Sukta. A combo of 4 mantras for unity, peace, and prosperity. In Hindi, the poets have beautifully described that. Prem se milkar chalo, bolo sabhi jyani bano, पूर्वजों की भांति तुम कर्तव्य के मानी बनो. It says, let's walk together harmoniously, speak in harmony, be unified in thoughts. That is Sangachadvam Sambadadvam Samvo Manansi Janatam. Second part, Deva Bhagam Yatha Purve Sanjanana Upasati. Just as the sages of yours from the ancient times, let's be responsible in doing our duties. And something flashes in my mind, which I've been listening to since a child. We always claim to be Rishi Santan. Hindus especially, हम सब Rishi Santan hai, descendants of the sages. Because the Vedas were revealed to the 4 sages. And from that, being Hindus, the basic scriptures, authoritative scriptures being the Vedas, then we say we are all descendants of sages. And remember, when we talk about Gotra, we also talk about the name of the rishis in the Gotra. So if we claim ourselves to be descendants of rishis, let's be aligning our thoughts, our words, our actions. Manasa vacha karmana. Let's align our gun, karma, swabhav. our character, our actions, our temperament, in the same line with the rishis. And obviously, with that, we are going to create a new generation connected more to spirituality. And when the generation is connected more to spirituality, we have a world which is more ethical, more humane, and caring for the welfare of all. This one also is a mantra from the Upanishad, very inspiring one. It says, Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormamritam Gamaya. It summarizes, probably in three short sentences, the purpose of all the Vedic philosophy, the Hindu philosophy, all the Vedic mantras. Asatoma Sadgamaya. Let's move out of untruth towards truth, inspiring us to be always truthful in life. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, generally understood on the occasion of Diwali, to light lamps, to dispel the darkness of the darkest night of the year. That's good. Happy rejoicing. But the subtle meaning behind that is, let's move out of the darkness of ignorance towards the light of knowledge. Then we'll be able to realize the third part. Tamaso mrityurmam mritam gamaya. Put an end to the cycle of birth and death. Move into moksha, mukti, or salvation, as it is known in other faith. So when we say asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityurmam mritam gamaya, it's, oh God, lead us from untruth to truth. Lead us from the unreal to the real, because when we say asat, that which doesn't exist, and false knowledge doesn't exist in real life. We always have recourse to false things, but remember, they don't have, as we say, existence. Uski satta nahi. Then truth is always there. Uski satta hai. That's why the word satya derived from sat. Then lead us from darkness unto light. The darkness of ignorance, avidya, which is the curse of all the other evils, the root cause. Like rag, inordinate attachment, dvesh, hate, etc. All these are only due to avidya, ignorance. So if we move from the darkness of ignorance to the light of true knowledge, we'll bring more sukh, happiness, shanti, peace, and samriddhi, prosperity to our life. Then mrityurma amritam gamaya, इस मृत्यु दुख से ऊपर उठ करके मुक्ति मोक्ष की ओर चले. Why we say mrityu dukh? Because the birth, as we saw in Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So there are the three types of suffering in life. Adhyatmic, for which we are responsible, Adi bhautik, caused by other living organisms or living beings, and then Adidevik, caused by natural occurrences, calamities. These are inevitable. So if we want real long-lasting happiness, it's in the eternal bliss of Ishvara. Even in life, if we see how we describe Mrityu as Dukh or Janma also as Dukh, because we have to endure all these types of Dukh. And to stay away from Dukh, so let's work from untruth to truth, from ignorance to knowledge, and applying that knowledge will be able to grow, perfect ourselves, probably if not in this birth, in the upcoming birth, or in the, let's say, 10th or 100th birth coming, we'll be able to go into moksha, mukti. And remember the Vedas says, Nanya pantha vidyate ayanaya. There's no other way to be able to reach that mukti, moksha. And this mantra, very short, asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityormam mritam gamaya, summarizes very beautifully the purpose of why God has made the creation for us souls to be able to attain perfection. God has given the knowledge of the Vedas, the physical sciences in this world, the social sciences that we learn from each other and from other species. God has given that only for us to be able to reach and attain the eternal bliss of Ishvara, God, through moksha, mukti. The next one is a shlok. It's not a mantra, it's a shlok, but also very inspiring. It says, Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva Tvameva bandhoscha sakha tvameva Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. This mantra describes our relationship with God. Mata, Pita. God as the mother and the father. And we can easily catch that. I have a father and mother. They also had their fathers and mothers. And if we go up the line, we go till the creation, Ishvara, God as the creator. Ultimately, it's the father and mother. And God has created this beautiful universe, giving us space and the things to be able to care for our life. So that is mother, carer. Then protecting us, always inspiring us to be on the right path, to the inner voice. So God is the father, because Pita is also protector. And Mata is Mata Nirmatri Bhavati, caring for us in making of us as mankind. Then we say Bandhush Sakha. So Bandhu is sibling and Sakha is friend. God is always with us. It's not that God is not within us, it's always within us. Just like the sibling and the friend, inspiring us, encouraging us to adopt goodness and also practice goodness and shun badness from our life. Then we say, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva. Vidya, the source of all knowledge. We know the Vedas, but look at all the sciences, all that we learn from things around us. It's just because of the creation that God has given to us, handed over to us. Then Dravinam, the source of courage, material and spiritual treasures. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. So you are all my fullness and the supreme benefactor. Deva means benefactor. And we know our mother, father, sibling, friends can be our benefactors. But ultimately, the greatest benefactor is God through the creation. Deva means only benefactor. It can be a person, it can be a non-living being also, like the earth giving us space to live, planet Earth, the soil enable us to grow food, the air enable us to breathe. All these are devas. And the relationship with Ishvara, just understand some basics. Mother, father, sibling, friend, guru bestows upon us knowledge, courage, prosperity, and as a carer, looking after our welfare. And this is the highest benefactor which we have in life. Then let's see at this beautiful mantra, Mahamrityunjay mantra, which we often hear. And people chant this on various occasions. More often, probably, when somebody has passed away. But this mantra doesn't apply to people who have passed away. It says, Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhem Pushtivardhanam Urvarukmiva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshiyamamritat. Let's look into the word meaning. Then we'll understand that this mantra is really inspiring for the living people. Trayambakam, the all just Ishvara, admonisher of the wicked, because God knows of our past karma and the present karma. And as and when we'll be doing karma in the future, God will take cognizance of those karmas. So knowledgeable of the past, present, any future occurrence, likely future occurrences, but taking cognizance of what we are doing at that particular point in time. Then yajamahe, continuously praising God. Why do we continuously praise God? Because of the divine virtuous qualities. Like when we are in the company of good, as we say, saintly people, we are inspired also to become saintly. So when we praise good things, we adopt them in life. And what happens is that our life becomes other beautiful, fragrant flowers, spreading the fragrance all around. And the fragrance of our life is our manasa, vacha, karmana, the thoughts, the words, and the actions. Or the fragrance of our life is gun, karma, subhav, our character, our actions, and our nature, our temperament. It says pushti vardhanam. God always pushes us to enhance the strength of the body, mind, and spirit. And ultimately, if each and everybody move towards enhancing his or her mind, body, and spirit, society also will grow in the same direction. Then Urvaruk Miva, that gives the example of the ripe musk melon. Why? The ripe musk melon spreads all its fragrance around. And then Bandhanat, it says, when it's ripe, it detaches itself from the creeper. So this mantra is inspiring us, Mrityur Mukshiyam Amritat, at the time of departing this world, when the soul is leaving this body, let's be like the ripe musk melon, detaching ourselves from the creeper. So the soul detaches itself likewise from this body, unattached. Then spreading the fragrance of our karma. Then it says, where do we go? As faithful, dutiful people, obeying to the guidance and the instructions of the divinity, definitely will attain the eternal bliss in moksha and mukti. So to sum it up, it says, O God, you are the great divine sustainer of the universe, the all-just and redeemer, dispensing the outcome of our actions and punishing the wicked. We continuously praise and invoke you, seeking your grace too, at the end of this life. Be fragrant like the ripe musk melon, which spreads its fragrance all around and detaches itself from the creeper. We pledge to always have faith in you on our journey to moksha, salvation, to your eternal bliss. So the work has to be done in this lifetime, not when we are no more in this world. This very inspiring prayer. And we are used to chanting that when somebody has died, but it doesn't serve to the person who has passed away. It's just a reminder to us to grow and ripen in life, to mature in life, just like the fragrant musk melon. Really beautiful, inspiring mantra. I just hope I've been able to provide some insight in the context of Shravan Mas. The word itself, Shravan, Shravani comes from the month of Shravan, and Shravan itself from Shravan, which means listening to the reading, to the chanting of the Vedas, but it's not parrot-like listening, it's active listening. Listening, understanding, and applying them in life. Shravan Mas is the time for Swadhyay. Spend some time daily, at least, say some 10 minutes daily. And if we're not able to get into the details of mantras, take simple mantras, common mantras, Gayatri mantras. Today we had this one, Asato Ma Sadgamaya. Let's contemplate on this mantra. If we choose 4 or 5 simple mantras and take one mantra over 1 week, so at the end of the Shravan Mas, the 4 or 5 weeks of Shravan, we'll be able to understand at least 4 or 5 mantras in our life. And there starts our journey on understanding the Vedas, applying them in our daily life to attain this objective of being an Arya, noble in words, in our thoughts, in our words, in our deeds, and in line with Manurbhava, Devyam Janam, be human in Manasa Vacha Karmana, in thoughts, words, and deeds, be human in Gun, Karma, Swabhav, that is, be human in character, in actions, in temperament, in nature. So thank you for your attention. And just remember, if you have any queries or you want any clarification, you can just drop us a line on Facebook Messenger. The page is Hindu Center of Atlanta, or write to us an email, hinducenterofatlanta@gmail.com. Thank you. I'll leave it to Dhananjay ji for the closing.
Thank you, Acharyaji. As you said, we should learn something in this auspicious Shravan Mas, and with the help of you, we learned the meaning of several mantras. And if we can just continue on those mantras and try to act on those, not just the listening, as you said, it will be all beneficial. Just for the reminder of all of you, on Friday evening, we have the program for kids and young youth at 9 p.m. Dharm Simplified, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and satsang every Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. and weekly program for adults at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. Hope to see you all on these times. And at last, we will.
So just if you want to view, that's why I've been using the PowerPoint presentation. You can always go back to the videos on the Facebook page, on the YouTube channel of the Hindu Center of Atlanta. The contacts are given there. So if you want to continue learning the mantras, you can just do it on your own. Just connect to our Facebook page or to our YouTube channel to review the videos. Thank you all. Let's do one Om job to end this session of today. So when we do Om job, just connect to our own chanting and to the vibrations of the chanting. Deep inhale. Namaste and have a nice week ahead. Thank you.